Hello, welcome to today's video. We are on page 120 of our Keyboard Musicianship Book 1. Here we're talking about the two natural minor scale melodies for reading. It says here, the following two melodies, which are divided between the hands, lie within the natural minor scale. The natural minor scale, half steps occur between scale degrees 2 and 3 and 5 and 6, and you can observe that on the staff paper or the sheets that I've sent you. A natural minor scale shares its key signature with the major scale, 1.5 steps above its key note. This is also the middle note of the minor triad. It says here, melody number 7 takes its key signature from A major. So if we take a look at A major we know has F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. And if we were to determine A major, what is the relative minor of A major? It says that we take this note and we go 1.5 steps above the key note, or the 1.5 steps below, actually. So we have here A as the key note or the tonic, and we go down 1 whole step and then 1/2 step, and there you find the natural or the minor of the key signature. So we call it relative minor. Relative because it's related because of the key signature. So once again, half going down. As for the A minor, notice that it is C major key signature. There are no sharps or flats. We go down 1/2 step, which would be to B flat, and then down about a whole step, and then down 1/2 step, and that's, as you can see, it becomes A minor. Okay, so that's pretty simple to understand. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the melodies. Number 7, Spain melody. Let's go ahead and play through this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so once again, we know that the key signature is A major, and going down 1.5 steps, we've discovered that it is the relative minor, is called F sharp minor. Okay, so F sharp minor, the key signature is 3 sharps. Those are the 3, but now it is asking us to transpose this down to E minor. So let's go ahead and discover what would E minor entail in the scale. So we know that the E minor scale, E Phrygian, is that one, but E natural minor is the one we're talking about. E natural minor has just an F sharp in it, and if we were to think about what key signature, major key signature, would have just 1 sharp in it, and what that would be F sharp. Well, let's actually go up 1.5 steps from tonic and discover what the relative major is. G major. There it is. So when we transpose, we know that we're only going to have an F sharp to work with. So we started here on F sharp, and now we're going to go down a whole step to E minor, or E. And we know, because it is the relative minor of G major, it's still going to have an F sharp in it. And that's all the black keys we have. So we don't have a lot of things to worry about. This is not going to be the first note, though. It's going to be E. Let's go ahead and listen to this transposition, or excuse me, we're going to go ahead and transpose it down to E minor now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. the same ways that we can transpose this in minor, the same ways we did it from major. First of all, we think about the scale degrees of the notes, and we just push everything down a whole step. We can actually try to imagine that the notes written on the page are all a whole step down. That's a little bit harder to do because you have to visualize it in your mind. But of course, it's very important that we understand the key signature of E minor and the relative major that it comes from, which is G major, having just one sharp. So in order to properly transpose down to another key, we need to know the key signature, we need to know the scale of that key. Let's go down now to number 8. Here we go. This is called Gabriel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so as you can see, there is a pretty simple melody there. Left hand is in A position, right hand not really. But it's pretty simple to transpose this down, and it's asking us to transpose it from A minor, which has all white keys, down to G minor. So if we don't already know the G minor key signature, let's go ahead and discover what is the relative major of G minor. So we start from G, and we go up one whole step, and then a half step. B flat is the key relative major. B flat key signature we know has B flat and E flat, 2 flats only. When we place our hand, our left hand is in G minor position. There's the B flat there. And originally, the right hand finger number 1 was placed on F, which was the tonic, which was the 5th of, well, not the 5th, but the 6th. But now, we need to play finger number 1 on the 6th above G, which is going to be that E flat. So your right hand is actually going to be in E flat position. Interesting, eh? Here we go. Let's go ahead now and play our music here. We're going to transpose it down to G minor. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Okay, so there was a little mix-up that I made there. I didn't lift after the A to B flat. Let's go ahead now and take a look at what we did. What I did was I placed my hands in the appropriate positions. I thought about the scale degrees of each of the notes, and I also tried to visualize that all these notes were pushed down a whole step. I also kept in mind that E flat and B flat were part of the new hand positions, and so whenever we approached that scale degree, it had to be the black keys. And so that's what we're going to do when we play our music and we transpose it down to G minor. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. Please practice every day. We'll see you next lesson.